me a call to let you know that should I ever receive a text message from like the one you sent me, be prepared for court. I do answer my text messages and my phone calls. I don't know how you got my personal number, but be aware that regardless of whether or not you used phone number spoofer or not, I still know where you're at. So have a good day from Tennessee, and I'll be seeing you in court if you ever text me again.
They want to do a mental health screening at Hollywood Burger. I can't explain that one to you, but I guess it has to do with the flexibility of having to come to people that are unhoused as opposed to them coming to you, because sometimes people can't come to you. What do you call it? But I see somebody wearing a backpack. That's the same as the one I got stolen. But every time I see it, because I don't know. I'm not just going to chase somebody down. There's so many people that could have bought that backpack. There's no way to know if it's mine or not. What I can tell you is everybody in the city is at risk. Anybody in the city of Los Angeles wearing a gray backpack from Target is at risk of death. Just because one scumbag decided to steal my backpack. And if you want to blame anybody, you could blame the city of Los Angeles for not giving me proper housing yet. Because I'm supposed to be off the street with a locked door in front of me where people can't get in. But hopefully we're working that out today, as long as they're smart enough not to reschedule, and also hopefully smart enough not to try marking me clinically insane. So, I'm giving them the one up. I'm also coming, at my worst, just to be a little more honest about the situation. But we'll see what they do. I'm also making sure to put a live stream out there and do it over the Wi-Fi and everything. That way it's documented. This time around, they can't fuck me over. So I'm keeping it documented. Now I understand. I never understood why, people around here will be putting everything on camera and they're so obsessed with documenting everything. Now I'm starting to get it, because there's a lot of corruption. Like, a lot of it. It's really, really bad. So I am documenting, my every move. Almost my every move. So, yeah, just to give you an example, we're about to do a mental health screening at Hollywood Burger. No promise of housing, no agreement upon, any guarantees of anything. Me meeting them as a homeless person at Hollywood Burger, and them deciding whether or not I need psychoactive medication without any promise of somewhere to live. Yeah. Why am I doing it? Because fuck the system. If they give me housing, then it works out. If they don't give me housing, I get to help restructure the entire infrastructure of the mental health system of the Los Angeles County. Yeah. One way or another, it's a win. I'm doing good. My numbers are growing. The income's building. I got my money every month either way. What the fuck else am I doing? I live here, I might as well. Yeah, I'm stressed as fuck. I'm so nervous about this. I don't do this shit. I don't put myself in this vulnerable of a situation. I just don't do it. But I'm doing it for the sake of everybody. If they give me the help, then good. If they try to force me into it, we're going to have a problem. I'll go with it, but then they're going to regret it later, same way that, law enforcement did nationally. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully they just say, hey, you got some issues. Here's some pills, and here's somewhere to live. My only stipulation is that it has to be in Hollywood. That's my one rule. If I'm going to work with you at all, don't try sidelining me. Don't try, have me move out, outside of Los Angeles. And do not try to get me to live outside of Hollywood. I'm living in Hollywood. I live in Hollywood. It's my home. There are plenty of housing situations here. There's 3 different facilities within 3 blocks of each other here in Hollywood. And, yeah, you can definitely get a bed here in Hollywood. If it means you have to take a bed from someone that's selling drugs on the street and give you money on the table, go the fuck up and do it. Take that just tell them that Steph said leave. And if they don't, then they'll be removed. And then I'll have a bed. So, probably Sorry, it's very cold out here. I'm shocked because I have to start using the. Here's the thing: I'm really a homebody, like really, really a homebody, and I've become very accustomed to all of it. But I have to, once I have housing, be getting on the metro and moving around Los Angeles. I have to. So right now, what that means for me is, just getting my body ready. And so, like, the way your brain works is that, like, I'm not going to bore you with it. Just like the way I'm shock testing myself with, through the temperature change, where with me freezing, when that sun comes up, it's real warm and feel nice. And biologically, I'm naturally going to feel more comfortable and safe where I'm sitting. Not necessarily just like where I'm sitting, but like with this, like I'm in front of the metro, right? I'm in front of the train station. And so that's what I'm doing, is forcing my brain to accept that I have to travel around, that I have to move around, since I very, very much don't want to. How am I? I'm good. Not my first live. No, I've been doing this for about 10 years. Fred, what's up? Am I ready for the meeting? No. Oh, I'm scared to shit, man. I tell you what, I can handle just about anything in the world, but when it comes to mental health bullshit, oh, I fucking hate it, dude. I fucking hate it. Sarai, welcome to the broadcast. Chelsea, welcome to the broadcast. It just says, okay, what time? I'm tired. Oh, okay. Mental health. Yeah, well, this is just a screening. It's not like a full eval. So they're gonna meet with me and give like their street opinion on my mental health status. And pretty much the way it is they're either gonna give me housing or I'm gonna get the person who evaluates me fired. So I don't know how it's going to go. We'll see what happens. If they don't show up, they're losing their job and their housing, wherever they live, however much money they make. I don't care if they have a degree. I don't care if they've been working on their lives for 20 years. Don't matter to me. I have to get housing for myself. And that's what this is about. That's why I'm being so, as I call it, proactive. Very proactive. Being proactive right now is a requirement. No, that is your future if you don't shut the fuck up. I swear to God. Yes, I will do it to you with my bare hands. So do not question me, do not challenge me. I'm a very docile and kind person. Hollywood has made me hard, and we will do what it takes. Yeah, I learned from the best. I learned from the people that threatened to take my legs away from me how to take your legs away from me. Yeah, I don't play. I really don't play. And before, I used to be ashamed of it. Now I'm proud of it because I know how to stay alive. I recommend you learn how to do the same. You either be good or be good at it. I've learned how to be both. And unlike a lot of these people that come up in the industry who have, that they get questioned by the FBI or they end up with catching a case, I already had a conversation with my government and I said, you ever insult me with the threat of a case, I am leaving this country, never coming back, taking everything I got and not bringing it back. And I mean it. That's something they didn't do. I'm an asshole. Most people aren't. Me, I really will. I'm not kidding you. If I ever get charged with a crime ever again in my life, ever, I will leave this country and never come back. That is my right hand to God. And anybody involved in getting me a charge can enjoy a very happy accident that has nothing to do with me. It's your system. It's your gods that you worship. You can go ahead and answer to them. They're cool with me. They ain't cool with you. I don't literally mean gods. I mean people that have the ability to make moves that are so large that it's inconceivable. Come and support. Thank you. Chelsea, good luck. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Ansha. Yeah, cool. Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to people. Everything. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I'm doing my best. I mean, I went without a shower for about a week and a half. Yeah. I mean, it's a mental health thing. So I'm not going to fake it. I got the depression thing going on. But that's mostly just because of my living situation. You know, I don't want anybody having sympathy for me over the depression thing. It's a biochemical problem. You know, I don't have depression. I'm experiencing depression. There's a difference, right? I don't have chronic depression. I don't have this horrible life situation that I'm going through. My life is really fucking good. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm in a tough spot, but my life is really good. But I'm struggling with a biochemical imbalance due to my environmental factors. The overexertion, the lack of nutrition, that's what's causing the depression. So am I willing to take a medication for a couple of months until the depression goes away naturally from proper food and sleep? Yeah, no problem. If it means I get somewhere to live, why the heck not? I know what's causing my depression, but the person who has the degree isn't as smart as me. And they're going to assume that I have, to me it's an assumption, they're going to think that I have, you know, some sort of chronic depression or something like that, and that's what they'll diagnose me with. And that's fine. I don't got any issues with that. Then I take the pills, I get better, they take credit for me getting better, they win, they get promoted, I get somewhere to live, I get permanent housing, I get SSDI, and then I get a job and come off of all the assistance. Yes, people with disabilities can still gain employment and hold a job. The town I grew up in, we had a grocery store, and there were people that worked at that grocery store that were extremely autistic, people suffering from chronic illness, you know, chronic mental illness, and you hold a job just fine. They didn't have any issues holding the job, any issues helping customers. It's just these elitist scumbags that are so obsessed with only hiring people that are like the most biogenetically capable. You know, it's like Nazi shit. But here in America, we have a system where even if you got issues going on, you can still work. Nothing says you can't work. It's just about learning how to hold the job, and as long as you're able to put up with people, you'll be just fine. What's up, Holly? Thanks for the hearts. Welcome to the broadcast. Vice, let them do most of the talking. Yeah, that's what I plan to do. Thanks for the hearts. I'm afraid of that. Yeah, no, we already have in America a social credit score system. People just aren't aware of it yet. Like in China, they tell people about it because people respect the government. In America, people are psychotic and aggressive. They don't trust their government, and so they don't tell anybody that we already have a social credit score system, and people are being given and taken away points every day. Like my credit score is low due to what other people have done to me. Like my shit goes so deep that my social credit score is affected by other people's decisions. But over time, my credit score will bounce back up. And before I'm 40, my credit score is going to be about 850. So I'm not sweating it at all. Just take it day at a time. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the follow there, Oswald. So do it. Nope. HA, thanks for following. Just take them and see. Yeah, it ain't gonna do nothing. I've been there. But that's the thing, the issues that I have been induced by exterior factors and scumbags. It's been mostly people in my environment that don't belong there, that try and leech off of me, and then I end up having to get some fucking help just to get them out of my life. And then I end up having to take the medication because there's people that want to take credit for my shit, like take credit for accomplishments that I've gained. And now we're to the point where you got big shots that are getting knocked off for fucking with me. Because that's how much work I've done, and that's how much I put up with. And I mean, for me personally, I am a move maker, big time. And sometimes it attracts people, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm going to be okay. You just, especially with the results of this election, I have a lot of good things coming to me. I had good things coming to me either way. It was just, the difference was if Kamala won, then I was going to get a big check from the government. If Trump won, I was going to get a big check myself. And now with Trump having won, I'm going to get a big check for myself. And I don't have to get it through the government. I don't know about Cecil Hotel. I don't know anything. Chelsea. Attention, follow. Attention, follow. Thank you. Play on the charm and you'll be great. Thanks. That's enough. Ladies, with your psychoactive abilities, you need to chill the fuck out right now. I'm calling you on your shit. Stop right now. I'm not asking. I'm telling you. You're some pretty powerful bitches, and I'm going to block you if you don't stop. Do we understand each other? Same page. You're not getting revenge. You're going to get cut off. Alright? We're on the same page. Do we agree with one another? Grow up. I'm not with the order. I don't fucking care. I said my ground. I laid my ground rules. I told you how it is. I feel terrible, but I told you how it is. Are we on the same page? Are we done fucking around? If I wasn't man enough, I wouldn't be handling it. You gotta stop. I'm a full-grown ass man. Doesn't matter if I'm younger than you. I'm stronger. I'm more capable. If I needed your help on this level, I would ask for it. I'm asking you one last time to stop. I've asked you without saying it. Now I'm saying it. Are we gonna chill out? If you tell me you don't know what I'm talking about, you're getting blocked. For good. Off of here, off of Snapchat, off of anywhere else I see you. Are we on the same page? This is the part where you say yes, sir, or you leave the broadcast if you can't handle it. This is the best I got for you. I do fucking show up, you bet. I'm to the point where hey, welcome to the broadcast. Good, how are you? Queen King, thanks for the glow stick, thanks for the follow. Well, that sucks, But you gotta remember, you're in my broadcast. Like, you realize that. This is my content. You're not in our space. You're in my space. And you're intruding on my space. Norway is weird. If you come here, they give you 30 to 40,000 a month in an apartment car. That's cool. All right. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the follow. JRS, thanks for the follow. Welcome for the Philippines. Thanks for the follow. What's up, Rhonda? Thanks for the follow. All right, Ansha, you're going on a timeout. You're acting like a child. We're not doing it. All right. Thanks for the dinos. Yeah, I mean, I'm not comfortable with it. If my people here have to do something for you there, we have a fucking problem. That's final. My people here are putting up with enough. our president didn't win, and we're fucking pissing. All right? So, right now I'm putting up with people that are acting like a bunch of bitches, let alone to have to deal with people that aren't behaving appropriately. Okay? You know exactly what I'm talking about. I get it. I'm thankful. It's over a boundary. I set the boundary. You cross the boundary again, we got a fucking problem. And then you're trying to reach out to me elsewhere, you got an even worse fucking problem. There's stalking, and then there's like you thinking you're in my life and you're not yet. So remember that. Excuse you. Remember that. I'm not kidding. That's how much I'm kidding. That's, guys, they called me death for a reason. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't a game. And I haven't retired from that. So please, back the fuck off. Because when I have to, I play the role. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm sitting right where I'm supposed to be sitting. And you're in my way. I'm not in your way. You're in my way. I'm in the way of you doing your job. You are in the way of me living my life. I will obliterate your existence. I don't care about your job. Thank you. Hello, Lala. Welcome to the broadcast. I do realize exactly what I'm saying. I don't care how crazy it sounds. It doesn't matter if they mark me clinically insane. I'm still going to be a free man because I pay to do what I want. It doesn't change anything. There's two ways to stay out of kind of being controlled by people. You can do what they want, or you can be stronger than them. I choose and I stay stronger than my adversary, and I remain more powerful at the same time. Hi, Mary. How are you? Sorry. Good morning. Does the wind make it colder at night? Way more colder. Yeah, by far. Welcome to Vigo. Do I speak Spanish? I'm learning Spanish. I'm relearning Spanish. I don't have it down yet. It's going to be one. I'm working on it. Get out of here. Fucking leech. Kill it. It's fine. I don't care. Hard to hear. Yeah, I know. I'm at the edge of my rope, man. You have no idea. I'm to the point where sex is surely up. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, I am stressed. Am I able to stay warm or manage the cold? I just keep my blankets on. I told myself I was going to get rid of this big bag today, but for how cold it's getting, I'm going to need it because I need my blankets. It gets so cold at night. I got 3 blankets I bundle up in, and I go underneath, and it's still freezing cold. So, what are you gonna do? Nobody. Oh my God, nobody fucking cares. That's it. Like, people don't get it. People don't get it. They're like, they don't realize. Like, listen, you're giving up your future just to try and prove me wrong. Like, do you realize that? You are, like, I'm not kidding you. You are sacrificing your ability to ever move forward in your life ever again just because you've chosen to challenge me. That's the cost. You will live in a cyclical, aerobarotic lifestyle for the rest of your existence. You will never again do anything new. That is my guarantee to you. Do not question me, do not challenge me. Especially when I'm stressed the fuck out. When it's something that I don't understand, I open up and I listen and I learn because I want to move forward. But if it's something I already know, I don't care about your feelings in the moment when I am concerned about where this being coming from. And so, yes, I will, in a state of valid, vilified self-defense, put you in a state of trance where you must live the way that you've lived your entire life for the rest of your life, without question. And you will not be able to move forward no matter what happens. And the moment you think you have the upper hand, you won't. And I learned that in under a year. Learned how to do that in under a year. Yeah. I'm from America. Where are you from? Guys, you got to remember, before the next time you think you have the upper hand, you're talking about people that poisoned an entire people to get the land. That's how much, like, you think the government's bad? Guys, the government is soft compared to the people that actually run this country. They will murder you in cold blood and forget about it 15 minutes later. I'm not kidding. Those are the type of people that you're telling me you can deal with. They look at you, they see a bird, or they see a cat, or they see nothing. That's how they see you, okay? They see you as a non-existent social creature, all right? There are people that are suffering from some very heavy and severe mental illness with some rather acute passive-aggressive tendencies, and they are more powerful than most people on the entire planet. So shut the fuck up, because you're putting your life in danger. They can end your life from across the planet with the snap of their finger, and they will when you question. They will. They're people that will have you killed for inconveniencing them to have to block you from a live stream. That's the type of people that some of these people keep considering to fuck with. It's not a game. Society is a game, right? But it's only fun until there's the risk to your real life, right? It's fun until you might actually die. Then it's no longer fun. So stop telling me how it is, because I have almost died out here. I have almost died across this country. I've almost died outside of this country. Your life is very real. Don't become dissociated. Don't become disassociated. Understand and recognize your environment and the risks that are in it. It's very real. It's not something where you just hop on the internet and lock your door behind you and all of a sudden the risks are gone. Because they're not. Because it doesn't take more than 150 pounds of pressure to get that door off the hinge. Okay? So the next time you want to feel safe, remember that you feel safe because you're given permission to feel safe. You want to be in control? Remember the next time that you feel in control, it's because someone has given you permission to feel in control. That's the reality. And I'm included in that reality. Unlike you, I'm facing it head on. I don't have time. When I have a foreign woman coming at me in such a fashion where she tries to take advantage of my situation, you are making a declaration of war with my country, not questioning me. I belong to America. What's up, Joyce? How are you? Yeah, I ate last night. I had like 4 ramen. Welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for the follows. America 2, very cool. Yeah, some people are like afraid, but for me, it's not a fear. It's a curiosity and an interest. I'm not a bitch. You know, like I actually want to learn. Thanks for the follow. I've learned as much as I could on the street. There's not much more for me to learn out here. So today is going to decide whether or not I get this housing. And I remember doing this exact same thing last time. And if I remember correctly, they didn't show up. And then they tried to claim that I wasn't here. Well, we'll see if my phone battery lasts long enough for me to stay live without, unfortunately, law enforcement and locals are draining my battery. That's also something that has to do with stuff that you don't fully understand or want to know about. But the fact of the matter is, I got people that are trying to protect me, not realizing it's costing them their lives. Or they just don't care or believe it. I don't really care either way. But I've made my deals with the devil. Whatever devil, proverbial devil you want to name. And the deals that I've made are a lot more serious than the ones that you've made. Because you have been nothing but an animal to the creatures that run this country for generations. I am still a full-fledged human being with everything inside me that's needed to be of value to this country and to this land. Okay? And then I have a lot of ties back to the country I come from, that my family comes from, that people in this country value and want access to. So what I tell you, they will wipe out an entire, will and have wiped out entire cities to get what they want out of me. You need to stop taking from anything, even if you're trying to help. Your life is of value. This isn't a joke. I'm not one of these people that's going to just take from you and be okay with it. I don't live that way. I don't care if it means I don't live long. That's who I am. It's my personality. It's my choice. It's my life. So the next time you want to question my integrity, remember, questioning my integrity may cost you your life. That's not a joke. I am serious. And if it doesn't cost you your life, it is costing the life of another. Every time you question, yes, literally, every time you question my integrity, somebody dies. That's a fact. Because I do have that high a level of integrity. I do. And the more you try to protect me, the more they're just going to take you instead. Four hearts, thanks for the follow. Look out of my eyes, thank you. Thanks for the hearts. I try telling you, I mean, you're watching it happen in real time. And it's not enough for you. You know, some people just can't grasp the concept of reality. I blocked that bitch from Norway because she's just fucking acting stupid. I love her to death, same way as I love all of you. But she's acting like a fucking asshat, and it's getting people hurt and getting people killed. And you guys are like, oh, I don't understand how. Well, don't worry about it. She does. She fucking knows what she's doing. That's why I fucking blocked her. She's big and tough, I know. But that shit pisses me off. When you got people that are so irresponsible with that level of power, well, that's corruption. And when people like that act corrupt, well, it makes me look bad because she's from my family's home country. And she is married, through marriage, related to people that I'm related to. And so, you know, she's making my family look like shit by acting like a fucking asshole. So I can't have that shit in. I can't. That's why I'm flipping out. Because like I'm practically related to the bitch. And she's hopping in my broadcast trying to feed off of my fame. Like, fuck off. People are dying because you want to be famous. It makes me want to fucking slap her. It does. I swear to God. It makes me so mad. Thanks for the hearts. Man, thanks for the follow. Do I have a hoodie to wear? I do. I have it wrapped up. I have all my stuff packed up in the suitcase there in my bag. I'm very methodical with how I do things, okay? I'm very calculated with how I do things. Because that way, when I want to get rid of a scumbag motherfucker, all I have to do is snap my fingers and they take 5 of them at once. All I have to do is stay accurate. Lasagna, thanks for the follow. Like I said, there's some people that aren't in my way that deserve where they are in their life until they steal from me and then they're fucked. And then, shit, you even got to ruin that moment. And then you got some people that are smart enough to mind their own business. They're rare and far and few between, but they exist. And then there's some people that just don't know how to mind their fucking business, and then they end up falling off the tracks and get hit by the train, which is what's going to happen to that guy. I already saw that coming. Could he have avoided it by not trying to pull the plug out of my headphones from my phone and then turn around and claim that, oh, it's an accident? Yeah, he could have been something other than a piece of shit. Piece of shit. And so now the fate that he already had of falling onto the train tracks is going to come true. And it's not my problem. Now, how do I know these things? How do I see these things? Well, society in the city is a very cyclical reality. It's a very predictable reality. And when you're like me, where you are very capable of noticing patterns of society based on a lack of movement and of observation as opposed to mental illness and, emotional strain, well, you understand how things are going to happen. You just see shit other people don't see. Most people are so busy running around like chickens with their heads cut off that they don't think to slow down just long enough to pay attention to what's happening around them. Me personally, I know when to move slow. And I move slow just long enough to learn what's going on around me. And then I start moving quick so I can get done what I need to get done. And then whenever I see discrepancies or certain changes that require me to pay more attention, then I slow down. And then I relearn and I do it again. Welcome to the broadcast. Oh. Yeah, and when people try to use the forces of nature to make me look like shit, well, it catches up with them within a month. Last year, it was catching up with them within a year. Well, now that I'm having to do the same thing twice, 2 years in a row, guess what? It catches up with them within 30 fucking days. Shit that used to take 60 to 100 years to catch up with a motherfucker is catching up with them within a month when they deal with me. Because I'm that fucking good. And I knew it too. And I kept my mouth shut. I kept my mouth shut and I endured the abuse for about 18 months of being a part of this community here in Hollywood. And I just kept my head down. I said, you know what? Fuck you, scumbags. I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to pretend to be respectful. I'm going to keep my head down and be polite just like I was taught. Just long enough for this shit to come back around to you. And now it is. So, enjoy. Enjoy the show, as you say. For all the times that I had to walk by your theater and not be allowed to come in. For all the times that I've had to walk by your store and haven't had the money to come in. For all the times that I walked by your hotel and didn't have the ability to check in because you cut off my ability to gain my ID. I hope you're ready to lose your identification. I hope you're ready to lose your cards. I hope you're ready to lose your life. And I hope you're ready to lose your business because I'm in control now. And if you don't think so, I will prove it from prison or an institution if I have to. Or I'll prove it from the grave. One of those three options. It's up to you. Since you're in control, it's up to you. Just joking. But I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed the show. My little bit right there. They bought it though. The guys across the street bought it because they're, clinically unstable. But I'm the one sitting over here having to actually talk to, a mental health service provider at a Hollywood burger. Fuck privacy, right? Yeah. Let's just talk about my mental health in public. That's a good choice. I mean, I do it online anyway. What's the difference? I don't fucking care anymore, man. I don't. All right, so I got like 2 hours left. I'm going to be... Oh, fucking A, dude. What was it, 8 o'clock? All right, here's what we're doing. I'm going to leave here, and we're going to pretend this never happened, because that's possible with all the security cameras everywhere. I am to the point where people are fucking freaking out and, like, going to the mental health hospital. I did last year, almost to the word, and it's freaking the fuck out. I tried to tell everybody that, we got cameras now. It doesn't work that way, but I guess I'm the stupid one, so I just went with it. And now they think they're going to turn around and pin it on me when, no matter what evidence you plant, there's documentation of you having planted the evidence. So I'm just going to move on, and I'm going to pretend that you never did it. Because I don't have time for that bullshit, man. I'm sorry, but I got a life to live. My toes are going numb. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had time for it, maybe. But I give too much of a fuck about people to make time for the bullshit. So I don't. Oh, shit. This thing is too heavy right now. I'm too weak. Everybody's been passing by me on coming off this train and fucking draining me to shit. So I'm fucking tired. But I'm going up I'm not sitting here for 2 hours until my phone dies and going through the same shit. We're going up where I can charge my phone And then after that, we'll come back down here. I'll give a phone call to them and, ask them to come to me if I have to.
Hey, I hope you're having a good day. My day has been okay. My meeting didn't pan out here on Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. They said they're rescheduled for tomorrow afternoon to meet with me. Hopefully they are. Wish me luck. I'm back. Hey! Robot. Hi, robot. Hello, person. Welcome to the broadcast. Nice to meet you, too. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm not making fun of anybody. Guys, this is just how I am as a person, okay? When I say I joke around, really hardcore. Really, really hardcore. Alright? So I'm going to put this down for the moment. What? Oh, God. There's so much. There's so much of it. There's just so much. What do I do with it? Where do I put it? I got napkins. I do have napkins. That's good. I think I'm hilarious. Hello, good sir. Join the broadcast. Join me in world domination. Wow. It's just how I cope with the note rope. With the note rope. Hello. How are you today? Hello. Ayúdame. Yo, try some. If I was a fruit, I'd be a fine apple. That was one of the best dad jokes I've ever heard. That was a good one. Thanks for stroking my ego. Appreciate you. Yum. No spillage. Hey now, none of that. We don't do racism in my broadcast. I'm actually serious about that. Okay, I'll never understand LA. Attractive people actually walk on the street in LA. Can you believe that? Because I can't. I still haven't got 2 years, still haven't gotten used to it. At least the wind died down. Yeah. What's up? How are you? Thank you. I'll be here all week. Or at least all night. Maybe. Excuse me. So get this, right? So there's this person that keeps texting me and telling me how they're taking over my life and da 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 or whatever. I don't know. They're I'm just letting them go off. I think it's hilarious, right? Thanks for the hearts. And they said that they were talking to somebody and sent them on the street. to come like stalk me. Literally just stalk me. Well, I flipped that person, and now they like me. So do me a favor. Keep sending people to stalk me because I keep making friends. When you send me stalkers, I end up making friends with your stalkers. So, thanks for the new friends. I also made an actual real-life friend tonight, which is pretty cool. How'd the meeting go? Still hasn't happened. They rescheduled for Wednesday, which is tomorrow. So that's fine. I'll be meeting them tomorrow. Excuse me. Oh. I'm pretty good. How are you? Hey. What's up, Millie? How are you? My God. So people think I don't know how to be quiet. I'm just faking it. Like it blows my mind that people get. Listen, I grew up. What's up?
You're all right.
Are you all right? You got everything you need? All right. Have a good night, boss. What do you call it? It was just the way I was raised. You know, I was just raised to be like over the top and like fake it till you make it type of deal. And so like this beautiful, drop dead gorgeous woman just passed, right? And I didn't say anything to her. But I was just here with you guys, I was like, whoa, right? Or whatever I said to you. And like she went from real interested to like, oh, he doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut. I'm like, I'm faking it. I'm just playing, like, I will embarrass you to no end. That's just part of my personality. And, like, one of the first tests that I put on a woman when I'm interested in a woman is that I will say something that potentially embarrasses them on purpose to see what reaction I get. If they're interested, it's an absolute no. If they're disinterested and bothered by it, it's an absolute no. If they're just like, oh, clever guy. and they know what I'm doing, then I'm interested. But if I have to open the rule book for them to be on the same page, he goes, no beg. I'm good, man. No sweat. Thanks for the heart. They'll be like, beg for your life. And I'm like, put the gun in my mouth, bitch. Bullets taste like metal. And I use toothpaste, so. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you, love. Something else I tell you, it cracks me up. Have you ever heard the song by Ohio? Right? Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Something about, what did they say? If your boyfriend's got issues, or if your boyfriend's got beef, I'm not afraid of him. I'm a vegetarian. Or something. I can't remember the exact verse. Yeah, they're like, tell your boyfriend that if he's got beef, that I'm a vegetarian and I'm not fucking scared of him. And that always cracked me up. I always thought that was really funny. And that's pretty much how I live my life. Mine is fish. Also a joke. Good. How's your day? Can't believe you just got away with that. Okay. Yeah. Finish the hearts. Thanks for feeding my dino, Chelsea. Richard, welcome to broadcast. Guys, I want you to understand something, okay? I'm going to explain this to everyone. Thank you for the hearts. I love you too. I'm going to explain this to you one time and one time only. I wasn't trained by the CIA. I trained myself. And that's how fucking good I am. That I have been that I have in the past unofficially been hired. Cannot confirm nor deny by the agency. I'm that fucking good. I can put myself in or get put in a trance or be hypnotized and still be fully conscious and aware on the inside and be able to control the outcome. Okay? I'm really fucking smart and really fucking capable. And the reason I tell you that is because there are so many people that will like come into my life and they'll like try to control my decisions. And they don't realize that on the inside, I'm in control the whole time. And I like warn them before they put me under their little fucking spell shit, before they try controlling what I do. Or, you know, whether it's the government using the law, whether it's, you know, the mental health system trying to use the medication, or, you know, them working together, or, you know, someone who's using more naturalistic types of control mechanisms, right? And I try to tell people, hey, one way or the other, I'm going to find my way through it. Some people listen, some people don't. But for the people that don't, understand that if you're trying a control tactic on me, I want you to understand that if it appears to be working, it's because I'm giving in. that if it appears to be working, it's because that's exactly what I want you to think is happening. And that, I'm telling you the truth. I'm very methodical. Very, very, very methodical. And I understand protocol. Like, I understand what I know what I'm supposed to do if someone tries to take control of my decisions in any way, shape, or form, including, psychological suggestion and hypnotism. So if you're doing something and you're trying to take over my decisions, I already have a contingency plan for whatever you're trying. And if you're strong enough that you're able to take over for a time, I treat you like a wave in the ocean. If you're too big for me to ride, pun intended, I'm going to dip down through that wave, whether it be a person that's being nice to me or a person that's being mean to me, whatever the situation is. Sometimes I'll make friends. That happens from time to time. And sometimes people are just trying to take advantage. For the time right now, thankfully, I'm not really dealing with anybody that's trying to take advantage. But when people do, I go right down and I dip under the wave so that I don't get taken by the wave, And so people be like, oh, we're getting control of them. And then I come out the other end, I dip out the back door, and they're like, hey, you can't do that. That's not fair. I won fair and square. You mean you won by cheating? Because you lost either way, you're welcome. And I'm allowed out the back door. There aren't any rules that say I can't go out the back door. All right, I feel really bad that I'm like I have trash here. So give me 2 seconds. So you know what? I'm gonna put it in the bag for now. We'll get rid of it later. One thing I was not expecting from Hollywood, like I would say Hollywood. I don't want to just say LA, but like from Hollywood, is like even the people that are like, big and famous and all that in Hollywood are personable and kind for the most part. Like they'll talk to you like they talk to any other person. Most of them do. And to me, that's rather surprising. Like I don't know what I was expecting, but I definitely wasn't expecting like celebrities to be socializing in the exact same way that everyone socializes. I don't know why. I just did it. I expected there to be an entirely different social strata going on when the reality is it's like all mixed. Everyone's like mixed together. All people are pretty much mixed together. And it's really interesting. It's a very unique dynamic out here. And I like it, personally. I do. Thanks for the glow sticks, Chelsea. Diva, thanks for the follow. Dyro, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the hearts. David Love. Who's David Love? B4, thanks for the follow. I'm saving these. Useful. Guys, you never realize how useful napkins are that you get at a restaurant until you look up the cost of tissues or paper towels. Expensive. Woo! Very expensive. I always save napkins. Hey, guys, look. Hey, everyone. I have a notification from Truth Social. Here's the deal. Since Trump won, I decided I was going to try it. So I am using Truth Social. Don't shoot. Yo, mama, welcome to the broadcast. Well, there's definitely some type of a leak in this mattress. Oh my gosh, yeah. Because it went right down. Like it's not holding air. But that's okay. The back of it is, so I have a nice little barrier that makes sure I don't fall into the street. Thanks for the follow. Man, it's a quiet night tonight, I'll tell you. There's not a lot going on. Then again, it's only like 5:30. The sun's been going down really early lately, or at least that's how it feels for me. Who's David? I don't know who David. Hello. I don't know who David is. I'm not David. At least I don't think I'm David. Am I David? Hey. Is that the same guy? Oh, I don't know that guy. Sorry. Hello? No, sir. I was saying hello to somebody. I thought it was somebody else. No, sir. I do not, sir. You have a good night, man. Hammerhead, welcome to the broadcast. I always love when people are like, America stole land. And we're like, you mean we won? I don't know what country you live in, but that's how it works in America. If you're an American and you gained ground, you won. America won. You don't have to like it. That's how it works. That's how the country, that's how we do things. We don't always just take it. We take it if we have to. But if we don't have to, we try not to. You know? Like, if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of wars going on that we could stop immediately if we just took over the land. But we don't. So, yeah. But some people, they'll be like, well, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, we won. You lost, we won. Now you live here with us, and so guess what? We all live in the same country, and so we work together. That's how it works. You don't have to like it. You just have to do it. Welcome to the broadcast. They're like, we don't have to do it. I'm like, oh, there's a door. You don't like it, there's the door. It's always, it opens if you go near it. Okay. So I'm trying to get all this down. before tomorrow comes, or till before later tonight comes, just because I don't want to be staying up all night. But I also don't want to fall asleep at like 6 o'clock, you know? Be waking up at like 3 a.m. I mean, I usually wake up 3:30, but that's okay. See, another smart thing about waking up at 3:30 a.m. is that people be coming around, they're like, oh, I like your stuff. And I'm like, I'm awake. And they're like, oh, shit, my pussy ass needs to run. I'm like, yes, it does. Because 9 times out of 10, a thief doesn't want to get caught. A thief isn't looking for violence. They're looking to take your property when you're not paying attention. Now, a robbery is different. A robbery is somebody violent that doesn't have a problem with causing you a problem. But just a typical thief, they're usually trying to steal your stuff when you're not looking. So when I wake up 3:30 a.m., it's hilarious when somebody will walk by and they look at my stuff and they're like, oh, I'm going to take that. And then they look me dead in the face and realize my eyes are open. I'm like, yeah, I'm awake. Good morning. Sometimes I end up making friends, because they weren't trying to steal it. They were just admiring my stuff. And it does happen. From time to time, there's somebody walking by that ain't trying to take anything from me. They're just like, man, he's got a nice bag. Man, this homeless guy is clean. Well, maybe my body's not the cleanest right now, but, he's got a good setup, and he's not causing problems. He's kind of in the corner, minding his own business. And I'll tell you, I even run into people that are good people that they'll get mad that they like me. You know what I'm saying? Like those people that 9 times out of 10, they hate a homeless person. And I'm sitting here like all cleaned up for the most part and like squared away. And they're like, I fucking hate you more than I hate regular homeless people because you're put together. And I'm like, you know what? That's fair. I understand completely why you hate me. I really do. If it makes you feel any better, I have no desire to live this lifestyle. If that makes you feel any better. I am fighting tooth and nail to get myself out of this situation. Sleeping when my gray backpack was stolen. Kind of. I was like half awake. So like I knew they were taking it. But to tell you the truth, I thought they were going to put it back down. Because I know who it was. And they didn't, they're dead now. But they didn't put it back down. And I couldn't pull it. Like I actually cried. I'm not kidding you. I cried for like 15 minutes. When they stole my gray backpack, I cried for like 15 minutes because I saw who stole it. And I couldn't believe who stole it. It was someone that I had held very dear to me. And I was very disappointed. And I was like, you know what? I have 2 choices here. I could get up and confront him and save his life, or her, I'm sorry. I could get up and confront her and save her life, or I could just lay here. And I can't, I feel like a piece of shit. I feel like a piece of trash. I just laid here. I didn't do anything, and now she's dead. And I know it's because she stole my bag. I didn't have anything to do with it. I swear to you. Everybody knows I didn't have anything to do with it. I wasn't, not only was I not there, but like I was, like while I was telling the internet, I was in real life, like trying to figure out how to stop it, but she had already passed away before I had a chance. But I was like, wow. So like I mourned her for about 15 minutes and just being upset over being betrayed. And then I just laid in shock for like another 15 minutes and then I went back to sleep. Where am I? I am in America. Where are you? Thanks for the hearts. Sad when you have a friend that betrays you and it's sad that she died. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, she didn't just die, unfortunately. She was murdered in cold blood, and I'm pretty sure she died very slowly and was screaming bloody murder, and no one came to her aid. Very similar to the person that died in the porta potty a couple of weeks ago. Very disappointing. All right. I feel so bad about that. But it's not my fault, and I'm not guilty of it, so I'm good. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm, like, haunted by that. Like, just confronting her, that's all it would have taken. All I had to do, like, she would have put it down. I know how she is. She would have just put the backpack down. If I had woken up and said, hey, seriously? She would have just dropped the backpack and ran. That's what she would have done. But I didn't say anything. And I'm just going to shut my mouth now. I have never been on Grindr. Never. Not once. Well, I'm telling you the truth. That's why, dude, that's why I'm freaking out. Hello. Why haven't I been on Grindr? Because I'm straight. That's why. It's not my thing. I mean, I will tell you, the people of the street got the person that got her. I'm very thankful that what happened to her had nothing to do with taking my backpack, because if it did, then I probably would have been implicated in a murder. But her passing had nothing to do with what she stole from me. It actually had to do with something she stole from someone else that same night. So, and then proceeded to put it in my backpack. That was great. But yeah. And as far as my disconnectedness to the subject and the topic and what happened to her, honestly, it's a shock thing, a lack of coping skill. You know, like, I don't really know how to process it, I guess you could say. Like when you know somebody and then that happens, and then you feel like there's something you could have done, it kind of bothers you a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, I hated her fucking guts. I did. But she didn't deserve to die, in my opinion. She was a thief. She was just a thief. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people out here murdering people. There's people out here that are, like, putting drugs in people's food and roofing women and raping them. And roofing anybody and raping them. And you're going to kill a thief. You're going to kill somebody over a $15 toothbrush. It's principle. No, you're a fucking psychopath and a murderer. It's not principle. Like, grow up. You know, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. At least in my opinion. Thanks for the heart there, Garden. But, you know, I hate the fact that I have become so desensitized to what goes on out here. You know? Like, I'm realizing now, like, I'm talking about her death, and it literally happened, like, less than a week ago, but maybe it just hasn't hit me, you know? Like, maybe it just hasn't sunk in. But that's how it is for me. It's like, you just see it so often out here. I hate it. Like, Hollywood's pretty safe, but admittedly, I mean, you got to remember, it's still a city. So there's still a lot of crime. There's still a lot of violence. It's just not a whole lot compared to most cities. But it still hits home, you know? Like, I still remember the first time I walked past a crime scene, and, like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, do I do nothing and keep walking? Or do I call the cops? You know, like, what am I supposed to do? And honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, I just kept walking. I literally just kept walking. There was no body. Now, if there was a body, if there was, like, a dead person, I'd have called. But there wasn't, so I didn't. But, you know, like I said, if there had been a body, I'd have called the cops. Because, like, what else am I going to... What's up, dude? Was that an offer, or you say you need one? Oh, to buy me one? If I had one, I'd give you one. Sorry, man. What do you call it? Like I said, I walked past and there wasn't anybody there. It was just like there was just like a whole bunch of blood and like bloody clothes. Like me 5 or 6 years ago, I would have just called the cops. That's what I like. Honestly, I'm not kidding you. I straight up just would have called the cops. I'd been freaked out. I'd called the cops and then I'd have left. Nowadays, it's like it just happens all the time, and you see it everywhere. And the cops kind of just tell you like, there's really nothing we could do, and like we're gonna find it anyway. So like, if you want to call us, you could. But 9 times out of 10, when you call us, we're already on the way. So, yes, I did just drool. Okay, I'm that horny. Shut the fuck up. Don't judge me. Sorry for telling you to shut the fuck up. I love you. I love all of you. I really am. I'm not kidding you. I am that fucking horny right now that I just drooled because a really attractive woman walked by. Don't worry. I have a massive amount of discipline. I'm not a pig. I'm not an asshole. I'm not a fucking psychopath. I don't do crazy shit to women. Don't fuck with me on that because everybody knows that I don't. And the one time in 2021, look at how everybody fucking paid for that shit. Huh? Yeah, big time. Everybody fucking paid for that shit for trying to make me look that way. That didn't work out. I was fucking, yeah. Won that war. Lost that battle, won that war. Hell yeah. Garden, thanks for feeding my dino. Thanks for feeding the donuts. Bella, thanks for the follow. But I'll tell you what, there's a lot of, for a Tuesday, there's a lot of traffic tonight. A lot of cars. Very surprised. Ooh, excuse me. Listen, I'm just going to put it to you this way. When it comes to stand up for people, if you pussies ain't going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm sorry, but I'm not using the politically correct way to say it right now. I'm not doing it. If you're not going to stick up for somebody, then I'm going to do it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then don't worry about it. But if you do, then you do. Thanks for the hearts. Some people just don't have the stomach, don't have the guts. But sometimes it's just, I learned that out here. Like, sometimes that's what you got to do. Like, there are situations that come about that, like, there ain't no right and wrong. There's not. It's just sometimes the water is so muddy and you have to drink it or you die of dehydration. You know, they're like, well, why don't you just drink clean water? Those are the people that don't understand that sometimes there ain't no clean water. They're like, there's no such thing. I'm like, that's right. Third world countries don't exist. Please go back to your regularly scheduled programming. Thank you. And then I move on with my day and take care of the shit they think doesn't exist. So cheers to that. Excuse me. BCB City Girl, thank you for the bean and the crystal rose. I really appreciate you. Very beautiful rose there. Thank you. Wait, I can click thanks. Oh, I can't. I can't. I got to save my money. Because it says I could say thank you by giving you more. And I'm trying to do the right thing and save what I got. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, miss. Thank you for all the roses. I like my roses. Hello, how are you? Now, if you notice, tonight, I had a couple of people, in a similar situation to me pass by. And I offered them stuff. I'm really not supposed to, and I don't have it to give out. But I feel bad. If I am overweight, which I technically right now am overweight, and I'm homeless, then I definitely have it to give. Even if I don't have a lot of money, I'm obviously doing something right. Right?
So my body is still readjusting to not being disastrously overused all the time, right? And so, a little male competition is a good thing, but I try not to let it go too far. Because sometimes it goes too far. I didn't see a thing. I'm a seer. I can see in your head. I know that you just killed somebody, but that's okay. It wasn't murder. You're fine. Chill out. Anyway, well, both of them dead, but it is what it is. Thanks for the follow. See, people understand the law. They really don't. People are like, oh, somebody killed somebody. That's murder. Doesn't always work that way. Sometimes it's self-defense. Sometimes it's not even a crime. And yes, I just said that. It's the truth. Sometimes it is not a crime to kill a person. But you really have to understand the law for that to happen. And I'll tell you the truth. The law is so complex that if you have an intent to kill someone, you are probably psychologically incapable of understanding the law to the level required to know what it means to begin with. So, like for me, I am not someone that is psychologically capable of taking a life. And due to my level of intelligence, that's part of why. And I understand the law to a level required to be able to recognize and appreciate, the value of the information that differentiates, in the human mind, the difference between murder and, say, self-defense. Let's leave it at that. Oh, you're leaving me already? All right. Have a good night. Thank you. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for the roses. That was very sweet. I was actually pretty impressed by that little display there. Thank you. Hello, ID. How are you? Fresco, thanks for the follow. Fox, thanks for the follow. Goblin, what's up? How are you? T. Beston. Nietrus. Well, I almost said un poquito. I almost said yellow blue to yeah. Come on. Give me English. Give me Russian. I'm saying, oh my gosh. Пожалуйста. And I remember. What's up, Frisco? Nelia Logacheva. Привет, как дела? Почему ты спишь на улице? Спишь. What is спишь? I want my Russian. I want my brain to work. This is making me mad. Oh, come on. What is it? Sleep straight. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. For all of you viewers out there, I am right here. Frisco, my feet are away. I'm going to bed. My feet are away. Ugh. How are you doing? I'm cold. How are you doing? I'm not that cold. I'm actually doing pretty good. How are you? Let me see what I got going on here. Yes, thank you. Okay. Alright. Okay. You love feet. Okay. Well, message me. If you give me money, I'll send you. I can send you feet pictures. I don't care if they'll be like, we'll take you to court and say that you. I don't care. I don't even care anymore, man. Like literally, you want pictures of my feet? You give me money? Go ahead, send me a message. I'll do it. It's my fucking feet. Everyone sees my feet pretty much all day long anyway. Might as well get paid for it. What's my shoe size and height? Message me. We're not talking about it here. My broadcast isn't about feet, so. Favor you? No, I'm good. I'm not anybody's daddy. No, thank you. I mean, I'm my son's daddy, but beyond that, no. Yeah, you get my point? Like, I'm that simple about it, so. No, I'm good, thank you. People with corrupt minds who are like hypersexualized are the ones being weird. You know what I'm saying? Like that's to think that way is weird.
to like misconstrue what I'm saying is the weird thing to do. Just saying. But yeah, I know. That's okay. Oh, wait a second. I have to send a text message. No, never mind. No, I don't. I'm good. Because if I send that now, then. I'm here. Yo, it's like tonight. I don't know about tonight. I don't know how I feel about tonight. Yes, I did. How about you? Thanks for the hearts. Sweet. Okay, I will. Okay. Well, if I'm boring y'all, I think I'm gonna try going to bed. That's right. And hey, to those who've been flirting with me, if you really want to flirt with me, I do have a Snapchat. I'm very forward about that because I have my fans, I have the audience, I have friends, and then I have acquaintances, right? And if you fall under the category of acquaintance and you're wanting to flirt with me, I have a Snapchat. There's no reason that you have to deal with, being on here and doing it this way. We can always do it in private. It's an option. That's all I'm going to say. It's an option. So please don't leave. Just got here. Okay. I'm so tired though. Already say her meeting for how they went today. Just got here. Thank you for prefacing. Before the helicopter comes over, reschedule for Wednesday. Reschedule for tomorrow. Got it. If they reschedule again, then what did I do last time? Because I did this exact same. Okay, so 9 times out of 10, when people forget that shit happened, they don't You ever have to do something? Do not say out loud. Do not respond to me out loud about this. Okay, I really am so wealthy in resource and connection that I can say this out loud and literally be able to afford not to have to go through it again. But let me just say it. If you've ever had to do stuff twice in real life, like just having to do something over again you didn't feel like doing or something you didn't like doing. I'm in a situation where I'm trying to remember what I did last time because I definitely didn't show up for what I was supposed to show up for. And that's what I remember is either they flaked or rescheduled again, or like just fell through. I don't remember which, and I don't remember whether or not I had the meeting for the financial planning thing that I was supposed to have. I don't remember, but hopefully tomorrow everything comes through properly. Everyone, all whatever. Just hopefully it all works out. We'll see what happens. Oh, it's about that time. The crazies are coming out for tonight. The ones that look you dead in the face and don't think there's anything wrong with them is their eyes are bulging and their murder is in their eyes. And they don't even realize it. Thanks for the hearts. I hope it goes well for me. Thank you. Capo, welcome to the broadcast. And some people be like, well, you're spending our resources. I'm like, I'm actually not. Like, there's a lot of people that I have gifted throughout my lifetime or that I've invested in throughout my lifetime that don't even know about it. And I'm coming to the point where I'm having to collect. And I hate to have to do it, but sometimes you just have to. Especially when you got bills and people to take care of. And right now, I am the person that I have to take care of. So, that's it. I'm collecting a little early, but it is what it is. COVID happened, And if all these people didn't come collecting early, I wouldn't have to. But because they did, so do I. And they got everything from me they needed. Decades early. But now I get to collect from them and their bosses and their bosses' bosses much sooner. So, yeah. So I hope that everything they got from me is going to be enough of a cushion for what's coming in the next decade. It's going to take less than a year, but it's going to affect them for the next decade. And it's their own fault for not just leaving me, to continue on. They tried to affect my momentum, and for that, well, even if it was a good deed, no good deed goes unpunished. Well, I really got to pee. Like, pretty bad. It's still a lot. Well, traffic's dying down, I would say. But not yet. I'm going to wait a little while yet. I know you don't want me to go to bed, but, like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, here's something I don't think I did last time, if I remember correctly. We didn't do PKs. So let's do PKs. Who is this? And we're friends? How about that? I don't know if I believe that. All right. 101 PK. Let's go. See who we get. Or do females. Because I'll tell you what. In real life, I'm usually just more friends with males. But on the internet, I just can't do the guys. Because it's like they're just so competitive and they get under my skin, PK's distracting. Yeah, but like, what else am I doing? Like, I got nothing else to do, and I'm getting bored to the point where I'm getting tired. Like, people don't realize I'm gonna be stuck in a loop of homelessness unless I do something with my life. Like, I'm not, like, I don't like people feeling sorry for me. I don't like being in this situation. I really don't. It's actually quite irritating. Tell you about my day. Well, I did the same thing I did last time I did this, and that has been my whole day. I have literally pretty much done the exact same thing that I did the last time I did this day. Yeah. So if you don't remember it, then I don't know what to tell you. Well, thank you, Sarai. Thank you. They say, well, we'll make you continue to do the same day over and over again until you stop talking about it. I say, you don't understand. We're more powerful. I am more powerful than the people that are able to do that. And so the reality is, you can force me to do it a third time, but the third time you won't be alive to witness it. That's the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I am one powerful motherfucker, and that's one thing I'm proud of. I don't know how the hell I became as powerful as I am. It happened during COVID. It did. Like, if I told you, you know what, I'm fucked anyway, right? They're gonna tell me that I'm crazy tomorrow anyway. So what difference does it make? I'm gonna say this off camera. I know you guys record this shit anyway, but fuck it. And I can't wait for the Looney Tunes that show up in my inbox over this. But guys, if I told you I could affect the weather with my mind, obviously you would tell me I'm a fucking nut job. But I didn't say that, did I? Of course I did. What I can tell you is, when COVID hit and they put 5G up, my life really changed a lot. And there's nothing else that I really have to say about it. Have the air mattress, keep it on the ground. No, that requires, I have to have a battery hooked up to it, and I don't have one. My portable batteries all died, and I don't have a portable battery right now. And I can't buy one until next month. So we're flat on the ground until, and besides, this air mattress has a hole in it anyway. So it actually doesn't stay inflated, unfortunately. And I'm really mad about that, because I bought it and it was supposed to last. There's a couple of things, but I've been learning too, just stuff not to buy again, stuff that I won't buy a second time, but that's all right. Live and learn. Live and learn. Do I have an insulated pad? If it counts being uninflated, I guess. Yo, why am I so just in the mood tonight, man? I am so in the mood tonight. Welcome to broadcast. Yeah, and I'll tell you something else, is most of my friends in real life are gay, right? And I don't hang out with a lot of women. No offense. And I'm not against women. I like women. It's just, my life really, I'll tell you what, 2021 changed me. Just my life. My life just changed. After becoming alone in my life, I just, before that, I had pretty much spent all my time either alone around women. I spent almost none of my time with men. And post 2021, I pretty much spent all my time with men, almost no time around women, and pretty much no time alone. And it's just weird. I've never lived like this before in my entire life, and now it's my entire lifestyle. It's just totally flipped. But it's a good life. I live a good life. So where was I going with that? I don't even know where I was going with that. I don't remember. Yeah, that would be nice. Do you want to buy me one? You can get it sent to the Amazon box. I tried to create an Amazon wish list today, but I got frustrated because I couldn't figure out how to do it. But we have an Amazon box that's right next to this place that I like hanging out at. that's collecting evidence on people that keep making false police reports and calling into the businesses without permission. That like people that keep creeping on me. They're gonna, yeah, it's gonna be a big thing, which I'm excited for it. And I'm being told, they're like, you realize that you're gonna have to turn your phone in as evidence when they do this case. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Like, I'm not even like, I'll give a fuck. Like, dude, they're about to incarcerate over a dozen people that have been fucking with me for like a decade. Like, these are people that almost caused me to commit suicide. It's a $200 phone. I'll get another one. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. But, you know, and if I don't get another one, just seeing on the news on TV somewhere, just watching the newsreel of all these people in different states who fucked with me going to prison. I mean, it's just practically gets my dick hard. Like, literally, it makes me really, like, that's how hard I got fucked with, that I am very excited to see these people finally getting put away after almost 10 years from 2016 to now. Just fucking with me. You know, 2017 is when it really got bad. But, you know, it's just, I'm glad it's over. That's all it is. I'm glad it's finally coming to an end. I did not deserve most of the bombardment that I had to endure. And it's nice to finally begin my justice. Finally my turn to get justice. Yeah, so like I was saying, if you want to get me an AirPad, we have, right next to the cafe, we have a box in Ovation. There's an Amazon locker. And if you want, you could actually get me one and send it to that Amazon locker, and I can open the locker and receive it, which is pretty cool. Emo, welcome to the broadcast. How are you? Guillermo, what's up, dude? Margo, welcome to the broadcast. Jerry, how's it going? Dreamer, Meg, Google 5, welcome to the broadcast. Frisco, welcome back to Bigo. Launched, welcome to the broadcast. Ian Thun, welcome to the broadcast. How many hours of sleep do I usually get? Anywhere from 6 to 8 hours of sleep, depending. Now, here's the trick. Here's what works at being homeless. Okay? Going to bed early. The biggest mistake people make that live on the street, they do not take advantage of the sun being down. When the sun is down, go to sleep. When the sun comes up, wake up. I'm telling you. It's the best strategy. It's the thing that I do that works best for me, is that as soon as the sun goes down or the sun's going down, I post up, right? I make camp or whatever you want to call it. I lay on the sidewalk. You know, as soon as the sun's going down, I'm on the sidewalk, or at least I try to be. Unless I really have plans and something to do that day or that evening. And then I try to wake up around 3:30, 4 o'clock and get some work done before I actually, get some work done on my phone before I actually get out of bed. And then I'm usually up by the time the sun's up. And if not, it's because I'm waiting for it to warm up. So for example, last night I went to bed around 6, 7 o'clock. Like, I went to sleep around 6, 7 o'clock, and I think I woke up at like 3, 4 o'clock. Yeah, I woke up at 3 o'clock. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got it. straight up, I got 6 hours, 7 hours of sleep. Like straight, 7 hours straight of sleep. It's fantastic. Probably do the same thing tonight. And that is the secret to getting sleep on the street, is you set your circadian rhythm into play to put you to sleep when the sun goes down, because you're supposed to be asleep when the sun's down, right? But your body is still not going to sleep all the way until the sun comes up. So you get to wake up early, and you're up before everybody else just in case you need to move, and you can stay awake the rest of the day because you actually got sleep that night. Do I still walk? Do I walk? I do not. No, I don't walk hours a day anymore. No. And I don't really have an interest in walking hours a day. I really don't. You know, my namesake was accomplished by my ancestors. You know, I'm not trying to live through that. I'm not. I've had enough. Lesson learned, accomplishments gained, bragging rights set into place, ego properly stroked. You know what I'm saying? Amazon, use on camping sleeping pad, ultralight. Ooh! And tell me I don't follow you yet, do I? How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet I'm dumb enough that I don't follow you yet? I can't even figure out how to do it right now. Why can't I? I can't even go to your profile. One foot pump. Sweet. Oh my gosh, yes, please. Send me a message if you would, because I can't figure out how to even get to your profile. That would be fantastic. Thank you. The Bloss. Welcome to the broadcast. Yeah, that and like an ultralight. If I now this is I got to figure this out. I got to find like an ultralight sleeping bag that keeps me really warm at night, but also packs really tight, that I could fit in like a regular size backpack. Because that's like, I would say that's really what I'm dealing with. The issue right now that I'm dealing with is space, right? Like right now I'm lugging around this big bag. I got these mattresses that don't blow up. That can't be inflated. I got all these blankets, and it just takes up so much space. But if I had like, 1 second. I'll get that tomorrow. If I had like an ultralight sleeping bag that I could pack real tight, that I could fit in a backpack, and then I had a sleeping pad, I wouldn't need all this extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? Compact, very tight and light. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I think I know someone that has a sleeping bag that doesn't need it. Just let me reach out to them real quick. Excuse me. Okay. Ugh. Whoa. What is that? Chelsea says you saw a camouflage tent on Amazon that you can't see into but when you're inside, you can see everything. That sounds awesome. It's like having a tinted window tent. Yo, I'll tell you what. Oh, the moon looks so beautiful tonight. Moon looks absolutely beautiful tonight. That would be awesome. One of the scariest things with having a tent on the street is that you can't see out of it. At least for me, that's the scariest part. That's why I have to say this. The number one reason why I don't have a tent on the street is because when you can't see out of your tent, you are in a very vulnerable position because people can, it's just not a good idea to not be able to see outside of your tent. See everything that Casey said. Maybe like a smaller, like is it like, can it fit? My main concern right now is that it fits in a backpack. That's my biggest thing right now is that it's I have to have gear that is packable. If I'm gonna have gear out here, I have to have gear that's packable. Send a picture. Thank you. And I am not lying. I am telling you the truth. When I tell you that I am out of cash until the beginning of next month, I actually am. So, just so you don't think I'm trying to pull your leg, I'm not. Thanks for the hearts. You see, there's a lot of cars. Caught red-handed, thinking about peeing. I have to pee so bad. I've had to pee for like an hour. I gotta pee so bad. Ugh. Oh, did I save any? Didn't save the bottle. Should have saved the bottle. Oh, hey, I've gotten back to reading, which I'm very happy about, very excited about. I used to be a really big reader, and I have had some time here where I've been so busy with life, and now I'm reading, and it feels really good. It's very satisfying. Right now, I'm reading The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People? Yeah, by Stephen Covey. And I've read that book a couple of times already, but I wanted to read it again. Hello, ID. How are you? Mary, welcome to the broadcast. Is it far to the porta potty? Yes, very far. There used to be a porta potty down by Paramount, but it's not there anymore. And thankfully, all the homeless people are gone from there too. Because the ones that were staying down there were like dangerous, man. Like they were bad. They were really bad. And they're gone now. But yeah, now, Hollywood's a lot safer without them. And I don't know how there's no other way to say it. It's like, just choose to make safer decisions. It doesn't have to do with the people. The people are good. It's about making safer decisions that society is going to accept. It's not like the conformism is about survival. It's not about agreeing with people. Like if you realize my lifestyle, guys, like I'm a social beast. Like I belong in the woods, bro. Like literally. And even I am adapting to city life because if you want something, you have to be willing to adapt into it. You have to be willing to change in order to continue to survive in that environment. And if society says they're no longer okay with you living the way that you're living, then you have to be willing to change. I mean, I'm in a position where I've made such wild decisions that they practically want to force me onto medication, and I'm not about it. And then I had somebody today trying to threaten me with a conservatorship. And I kind of was just like, gave them a little reminder that like, I'm not the person for that. And they kind of backed off a little bit. And it went, things went from there. I reminded them like, please let me remind you that if you decide to make me a ward of the state or something to that effect, or whatever you want to call it, I will leave the country and never come back. And I have people that can have me erased from the Social Security system. I can have my Social Security number erased from your system. I can have my entirety of citizenship erased from history. I could have my birth certificate erased from history, and any person that claims to have ever known me could be, considered to have known another person, or just that they're nuts. So when you have that type of power, you can go ahead and threaten me with conservatorship, but until then, you might not want to be saying that to me. Yeah, so that's how that went. Anyway, not to mention, I met people in other environments that have the ability to produce fake IDs and fake passports and all this other stuff. And when I say fake, I don't even mean fake. I mean, they have some ability to circumvent the process and give me an ID and a passport that are completely legit and legal, and it without having to go through the government. I'm like, okay, sounds cool. Not doing it because God forbid, but I'll keep you as a backup. I really need to fuck. Chelsea sent the tent. Don't follow me. Go through. No. Good. Thank you for saying something. No, I appreciate you. Absolutely. Thanks for the heads up. All right. No, I don't blame you. I mean, I don't. I'll tell you, if I wasn't out here, I wouldn't want anything to do with it either. That's the truth. I kind of came to a consensus with people today where they're like, wait a second, maybe we do need to back off him having issues with getting off the street, because the fact of the matter is he's offering all this kindness and charity to the people around him, and it finally sunk in with people that the way I'm behaving is like I take care of my social class, right? Am I laying on the street? Yeah. Pretty much any time. How do I say this? Anytime I talk about this is how it goes. It's just that I take care of the social class that I'm in. So it's like all these people that are like trying to force me into continuing to be homeless. It's like they don't realize I'm taking care of the homeless people because I'm homeless. And if I was in your social class, if I was in your financial bracket, I'd be taking care of you. That's my behavior. That's what I do. So I got all these people that felt themselves so clever by keeping me down in the dumps, and they finally realized, wait a second, we will get way more out of this if he's not on the street. Like, yeah, I've been telling you that the whole time. It just took all this time for their rage to subside and for like common sense to set in. So, it is what it is. But I'll tell you what, I am going to pause this for 2 seconds, guys. I don't have a choice here. I'm fucked either way. So because my microphone was off. Okay. Wait, so you do, Chelsea, are you saying do not follow you? Is that what you're saying? And that's fine. You ain't hurt my feelings. I'd rather know than freaking do the passive aggressive thing, you know? Am I laying on the street? Yeah. Needed the microphone. Sorry, Noodle. Thank you. Mic's off. Thanks, Dougzilla. Can't hear you. Sorry. Anyone have audio? I do. Sorry. Yeah, I did not realize that I didn't turn the microphone back on. Ugh. You know, like I said, a lot of these guys don't even realize that the look in their eye is like they're going to kill somebody, and they think they're being friendly. And I mean, to me, like, I understand what's going on in their head, so like I don't take it as aggressive because I understand that that's just their culture. But I don't think they realize that to a lot of people, they look like they're about to kill someone. And then they're like, why are people afraid of me? Because you look like you're going to murder somebody. Because the look in your eye says that you're about to take a life. So, to most people. So, that's why. You know? Game face. Bro, for real, they always got their game face on. And I'm just like, man, we got to chill. Like, just, I don't know what you got to smoke or what you got to do, but you got to find some sort of outlet. Like, for me, I'm not going to lie to you. I just get off. That's what I do. I jerk off. Like, what else am I going to, I feel like a fucking loser and a bitch, but, you know, getting pussy in this town is, like, impossible. So, and I don't have, like, a lot of, you know what it is? I'm not going to lie to you. Here's what it is. I spent so long with one person, and then it kind of traumatized me to not want to be around women a whole lot. There's no other way around it. Like, I really, really, really trusted somebody with, like, my entire life. And they were, like, my best friend for a very long time. And then, literally, in the snap of a finger, they were just gone from my life. And we had spent every moment together. We had spent definitely, if not one, multiple lifetimes together worth of experience. And then all of a sudden, right before our child was born, we're separate. And ever since then, I have just struggled with women. And I'm doing better. And I'm able to be around women more. And I can trust them again more than I used to. But it's still hard. You know, I still find a lot of difficulty with women. With all due respect, I do. It's a trauma thing. It's not a women thing. It's not your fault. But I have those detachment things going on, you know? I just struggle with being around them. I do. And then I have, you know, I'm trying to stay good with the law enforcement. And admittedly, I'm doing pretty good in that department. So, anyway. Welcome to the broadcast. You're coming in.
Oh, she not playing that. She just want love. She playing dog. Trying to play crazy.
Thanks for the hearts. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, guys! Yo, everybody! whatever freaking English word you want me to use. I am just so blown away at like how much my life has changed. Bull Panda, what's up? Thanks for the hearts. Where are we? We are in America. Where are you? What I could tell you, Pennsylvania or Oklahoma or any other state tries putting a warrant out on me, or if they already have it out, they are like, if there's a warrant out on me right now in any state, they're already hemorrhaging money. That's a fact, and they may not even know it yet. But when I tell you they're hemorrhaging money, we're talking about people that believe they have like so much power, and they don't even realize that they're having the roots of their society rotted under them, and having their foundations torn out from under them, and they don't even know about it. And I'm not smiling about it for any other reason than, they left me with a really, really sour taste in my mouth, and just a really bad taste in my mouth, metaphorically speaking. But, beyond that, if I'm not having to deal with any of those sorts of problems, that's good. It's just, for some reason, the state of California, when I pleaded with them and I told them the truth about the situation, they believed me, or at least they believed me just enough to give me a chance to prove it. Whereas in any other state, they just didn't believe me and put themselves in massive amounts of debt. And they're dealing with the implications that come with, causing the problems. And yeah, California's been really smart about it. I've been very thankful that they've recognized that I'm not trying to be bodacious or braggadocious, that I've been trying to be defensive and protective of our community here. That, I come in and I say, hey, look, I'm not the snake, but there are some in the grass. And if you try to bother me, they're going to bite you. Yeah, I don't know why they're not biting me. I don't know. If you bother me, they will bite you. And I'm telling the truth. They're not my snakes. They're just snakes. You can't blame nature for being nature. So, California seems to get the point. And they're giving me a chance to prove my innocence. And, means the world to me. And I feel like I have, thankfully, been able to prove my innocence effectively. And for the areas of my life where I may not have been as innocent, I have gotten forgiveness and pardon, Welcome from New Zealand, little panda. Thanks for the hearts. Ooh. Cool. Thanks for the hearts. See, this is what happens, because, you gotta understand, okay? So I'm gonna say two things, all right? And if you don't like it, you ain't gotta stick around. This is just my personality. You don't have to like it. But if you're a part of my life, then you either like the way that I am, or you gotta get used to the way that I am, because I'm not changing for anybody. I've tried, and there's parts of me that just ain't changing. So what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna change my entire, existence just because people aren't comfortable with it. And then I'll have other people that don't like me. There's always going to be some people. Did I eat tonight? I did. Thank you. Thanks for asking. So as I was saying, college, like this is my thing. If people try to interrupt me or make it harder for me to do what I got to do, then I am going to dig the knife in further, and I'm going to pour salt in the wound. I'm going to make it that you need staples instead of just stitches. This is real shit, bro. Don't fuck with my memory. Just be smart enough not to. I don't care if you're trying to help me. I'm going to get aggressive. Because that's where I'm at in my life. My ex-girlfriend did the same thing. And I separated from her before I could get aggressive. I'm serious. It's a very real thing. Yeah. So I'm telling you now that I'm saying, hey, I'm getting to that point with people, like society as a whole. And if society does not calm down, I am going to remove myself from society by leaving the country. I'm not kidding. I will leave you. I will leave America. I will not come back. This is your last warning, last chance. Do we understand each other? No, we don't. Because if we did, you would have listened to me at the first warning over a year ago. My patience is running thin. Very thin. I don't care if you need me here. I need me more than you need me. So I don't care if you need me here. Until I have what I need, until I am safe, comfortable, healthy, and productive enough to maintain my level of patience required to be assistive to anyone. I do not care. I cannot afford to care whether or not you need me. If I left America, where would I go? That is not anyone's fucking business ever on the entire fucking planet. That was the most respectful way I could say that to you. That's how serious I am about it. Okay, so college. I have had lifetimes happen to me since I've tried, since I was doing the college thing. Lifetimes. Like, oh my gosh, when I was 18. Like, I can't even tell you. Like, 12 years? No. When I tell you, and this is going to sound crazy, when I tell you I've had, I'm going to sound like a nut job. I might as well not even say it. I just had I have had immeasurable amounts of growth in the last 12 years. Immeasurable. Just like outrageous, like I have learned so much that it would be the equivalent of multiple lifetimes. And I'm telling you the truth. I have grown that much in the last 12 years that the amount that I've learned and the typeset of education that I've gained would equal that of multiple lifetimes. I have learned a lot. I have learned so much that the people that are entrusted to maintain the society, most of them know less than I do and are capable of less than I'm capable of. And I still am learning how to use what I've learned, I guess you could say. I'm still learning how to utilize the skills that I have responsibly. And that is where most people are ahead of me, and why, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm still learning how to use my skills and my wisdom. I'm still learning how to utilize the information and the knowledge I possess properly. And there's a lot of it. So, I could do things that most people consider science fiction. And it's very real. It's math, it's science. It's just taking basic principles of nature and applying them with the appropriate amount of force. And that, my friends, is why they call it movie magic.
Yeah, maybe you didn't do it.
Oof. That's rough. Yo. Hopefully tomorrow. Okay, so the thing I was saying, what I was talking about, is like I have this person. Yeah, I'm like that. I have this person. I have an attached. I don't know if it's an attachment. I don't think I have an attachment disorder. I don't think I do. I think that I just get attached to people, and like that's it. Because people get attached to people the same way that I do. I'm just more expressive about it than most people. Most people are like, "Oh my God, don't leave me," but they act like, "Oh, I don't care." Like it's douchey, you know. Like if I like you as a person, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, what's up?" And that's it. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, I don't care. I'm cooler than you." Like, fuck you. You know, I'm just like, "What's up?" And that's it for me. I'm nice to people. Or if I have people that are a little more dedicated or loyal, I'll be like, "Stop being so fucking cute." Like I'll be real about it. And then I'll cross boundaries and they'll be like, "I don't like that." I'm like, "I already know you're lying, but whatever." You know what I'm saying? I won't take it any further because they say what they say, but that's what bothers me. Some people will be like, they'll lie to me and they'll be like, "I'm not interested in more." And they're like opening their legs at the same time. I'm like, listen, mixed messages, not worth the risk. Either make your words match your body language, or I am not going to make an advance. If you don't feel safe enough with me to be real with me, then I'm not for you. Experience is often so much better than book learning. I used to agree. I disagree. Here's the fact. Reading a book, especially a nonfiction book or an autobiography or a book written by a very intelligent person, is essentially like downloading into your brain that person's thought process and like their information and knowledge, right? So like if you read a book, you can become smarter just by reading a book. And it's no different. It depends on what you're reading, I guess I could say, is what I would say. Like you can't read a book about sleeping on the street and like that becomes your experience. That I agree with. But you could read the autobiography of someone that. 1 second. You could read the autobiography. You could. Thanks, Mike. You could read the autobiography of somebody and learn just from them, right? Like if somebody writes an autobiography about their life on the street, you can kind of adapt your mindset and grow from that. But if you don't have that experience, it's not going to be the same, right? But you can still learn from downloading into your mind what you learn from that book and someone's actual real life experience. You know, like you'll at least take some pointers. So when you jump in head first, you're gonna have like you're gonna remember, oh, this and this and that. And if not off first bat, maybe by muscle memory. And if not, then it's kind of like you read the book a couple of times. Like that's what I do. I don't read a book just once. I'll read a book up to 6 or 7 different times. And I have certain books that I go back to over and over and over again. And then, you know, that information becomes muscle memory. That knowledge becomes muscle memory. And then you kind of just implement it into your life incidentally. Sarai says that she likes experiences and how you share knowledge. Thank you. You like my experiences and how I share knowledge. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Yeah, so I use this app called Nextdoor, and I got a lot of people that are like really jealous that I use it because like you have to actually get approved to use the app Nextdoor, and it gives you access to the community. Like, okay, So like when you use the Nextdoor app, you have access to pretty much like the community at large, and you could like talk to people who actually live in the area. And so I'm on Nextdoor, but you can't just get on Nextdoor. You have to be approved by like through the company to get onto Nextdoor. And so I'm approved on Nextdoor, and I have an account on Nextdoor. And like I'll put it to you this way: I am the only homeless person on Nextdoor, the only one, and I am probably going to remain the only one. But right now I'm just dealing with text messages from some people that are really pissed and jealous about it. Like some people that live in the community that are like, oh, we're not supposed to have any homeless people in the app. And then you got people that are like homeless themselves and just jealous that I have access to that. But the fact is I'm not supposed to be on the street anymore. And so that's why algorithmically the app accepted my application, because I'm not supposed to be homeless. I didn't circumvent the process. I didn't use a false address. I put in a real address. I put in my name, and I got approved. And so right now I'm just dealing with some people that are a little pissy about it. So, because I try to help the community right now. I got a message from Nextdoor about a missing cat and that they got found, right? So I'll get notifications about, if there's people missing, if there's animals missing, if there's a crime that occurred, if there's events coming up, stuff like that, volunteering opportunities. And so I get access to that. And most homeless people are pretty much just like outcasted from the entire community, just because they're like on the street doing drugs and committing crimes and stealing stuff. And I don't. So based on my social credit score, I am permitted access to most of what regular societies gets access to. But something that a lot of these people out here don't understand is that you can't steal it. Like that's their mindset. Their mindset is literally like, how do I take it? You literally can't steal it. You can hack into an account, but then within a month or two, it's gone. And you didn't take it from me. I just make another one. But Rita, thanks for the follow. Love the Nextdoor app. Yeah, it's a good one. Another good one a lot of people don't know about is Neighbors by Ring. It's an app called Ring, and it's like video doorbells, right? Ring video doorbells and cameras. And they use the security cameras to keep people from stealing stuff and breaking in their homes. Well, they also have an app called Neighbors, and it's a social media app where if you have a Ring camera, or even if you don't, you can actually talk with people within your community, and they report crimes with each other. Yeah, so I'm actually going to go download Neighbors right now because I forgot about it. Give me a second. Here, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Here, I think I texted somebody the wrong thing. Just give me a second. Yeah, and if you go to download the Neighbors app, the Nextdoor app shows up right above it. So it actually shows up right in the search results. They're both really good apps. No, you don't. No, people think that you have to have a Ring camera to get access to the Neighbors app, but you don't. You have to have a Ring camera to like post stuff that happens on your property to the Ring app, but you don't, or to the to the Neighbors app, but you don't have to have a Ring camera to use the Neighbors app, to use the Ring by, because it's two separate. Sorry, stupid people think they know everything. I love showing them up, and I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about stupid people that are literally texting me while I'm live streaming, saying, "Hey, idiot, you have to have a Ring camera." Hey, dumbass, your IQ is lower than mine. Shut your fucking mouth. The fact is, Ring has two apps. They have a Ring. You would know this if you did your research instead of spending your time. I mean, thank you for feeding me. Thank you for making me more popular. Thank you for being a dumbass and wasting your time on trying to correct me instead of actually figuring out your shit. But the fact of the matter is, there's a Ring app and there's a Neighbors by Ring app. They're two separate apps. L is for loser. 1, 2. So the fact of the matter is, there is a Ring app called Neighbors, and if you use that app, you can get access to your community, and it's a crime watch app, and so it shows you crime going on in your community. So, like with the Neighbors app, or the Nextdoor app, I get notifications all the time. I get notifications every day about crime going on in the community here in Hollywood. It tells me every day if something major went on, I immediately get a text about it. And I also have a scanner radio app that gives me access to the local police radio frequencies. And so I can listen to the police radios too and hear what's actually happening. Just, if I were you, do not use the police radio without headphones in, because people start getting paranoia. They always end up thinking you're a cop or something. So like if I use the police scanner, I always have my headphones in. What's up? How are you? Hey, by the way, I think I'm actually gonna shut down and I'm gonna go hang out with somebody. I mean, y'all are fun. We're having fun tonight. But like, I'm starting to get cranky, and I got a buddy that wants to hang out anyway. And I kind of feel bad when I'm like laying in the street cussing up a storm. So, I think I'm gonna probably make some plans. Because here's the thing, people in real life treat me better than people on the internet. I love you, I do, but I'm not gonna lie to you. The people that I'm meeting in here, the people I'm meeting in LA treat me with a lot of respect, and they don't treat me like an object. So as much as I love you, I'm gonna shut down, and I will see you all when we decide to stop stealing from me. Good night. I'm not talking to my fans or my audience. I'm talking to my haters, because I got people right now that are putting my face on their broadcast, and they don't understand the amount of money they owe me. They really don't understand the amount of money they owe me. What I am going to say to the person who has the high beams on, I already know that you're video recording me, and you owe me money too. And what's even better is you live here. That's what's even better. You live here. So I'm very excited to see who's